Hello everyone. It's James the PH teacher here, your stitcher friend from the Philippines, and welcome to Flosstube Extra number 8. And this video is entitled My Mirabilia WIP Parade. Today is May 12, Sunday evening here in the Philippines, and as you have observed, some of our fellow stitchers are having Mira May this month, and they will be stitching exclusively their Mira whips, and some of our flushers are releasing videos about their Mirabilia whips plans for this month, as well as Mira stash. So I decided to join in, and the reason is I wanted to be encouraged to stitch my Mirabilia whips. So you will be seeing at least 12, as I've counted a while ago, whips of Mira whips, and later on I will also share to you my stash. So if you also noticed on my previous video, I usually stitch Bella Filipina, and maybe doing this video would encourage or somehow make myself decide to stitch more on Mirabilia, I guess, or at least 2 to 3 miras per month as an initial plan. If you have watched my um, whip parade last year, I wanted to finish the Mirabilia Queen. So hopefully with this video I can do that one this year. So let us now start. This is not in chronological order, and disclaimer, the fabrics are we're not fully pressed or ironed, so you will see creases and folds on the fabric. So let's start first with Lady of the Mist. I think this is one of my recent um, web, and this is stitched on a 16 count butchelled fabric that I purchased in 1 to 3 stitch, and I think the name of the fabric is French Latte. And so far this is the progress. So as you can see, the vines here, I'm stitching only the vines, no stitches on part of her dress. So that's Lady of the Mist. So this is stitch 1/1. Summer Queen, and this is stitched on a 16 count Ada fabric, white. And so far this is one of my oldest Miras, and so far this is the progress. So let me go further down below. So I am now focused on stitching her dress this way. So this is the Spring Queen. There you go. The next Mira is an OOP and one of the earliest Mirabilia pattern, and this is the Dreamer, and this was gifted to me by another Flosstuber, which is Miss Catherine, and the name of her Flosstube channel is Needleberry Stitcher. And I'm stitching her on a 14 count Ada fabric hand dyed by me, and so far this is the progress. And let me push it further so that you can see the progress below her dress. So I was focusing on stitching this part of her dress, and it's very, very beautiful. Wow, it's quite big also. Look at that. Wow. So that's the dreamer. Next is another OOP, and this is Rose Celebration. So it has gone for about 2 restarts, and now I settled on this fabric, which is a 14 count Ada fabric and hand dyed by yours truly. And so far, this is the progress. It's another big pattern of Mira, and so far this is the progress. And I am stitching on this spot. So I'm stitching here, and then I'm going over here so that I can finish the whole upper part of her body, or the upper part of her chart. So far that's the progress of Rose Celebration. We are now on whip number 5, and the next one is an OOP chart, and this is the garden versus, yes, garden versus, and this is my latest Mira WIP, and this is the only Mira new stock for this year. So far this is the progress. So I've started stitching on her hair, and this is stitched on a 16 count French latte from Witchelt that I purchased from 1 to Free Stitch, and I joined the sale on the Runner Stitcher, which is hashtag first Mira sale, and that is so far the progress. Whip number 6. This is, they say this is the Christmas Queen, but this is the Royal Holiday. And so far this is stitched on a 16 count Ada fabric, and so far this is the progress of the Christmas Queen. So just a little progress over it. Number 7 is Sleeping Beauty, another OOP chart, and I was planning to restart this one, but so far this is my progress. This is stitched on a 16 count light blue, but I wanted to restart her this year on a different fabric, which is a bit darker, so I haven't yet restarted her. But this is so far the progress of Sleeping Beauty. So we are now on whip number 8, and this is the Summer Queen, and this is so far the progress of the Summer Queen. And this is stitched on a 16 count Ada fabric, 1/1 white. Love also the color of her. So far this is the progress of the summer queen. Next is, it was my birthday new start last November, and this is Princess Eliana, and this is stitched on a 14 count with the fabrics handled by me again. And so far this is the progress of Princess Eliana. There you go. So I haven't stitched her for this year, but hopefully I'll be making time to stitch her. This curtain is, I think this is my old, this is my last new start last year, and this is the Queen Mermaid. Yes, the Queen Mermaid, and this is stitched on a bookshelf fabric, 16 count, Mediterranean, I guess the color of this one. And so far this is the progress of her Mediterranean Queen, Queen Mermaid. So far this is the progress. WIP number 11. This is, I think, my old hero WIP, and this is the Winter Queen. And this is stitched on a 16 count Ada fabric, and so far this is the progress. Wow, so many creases. Sorry for that one, I apologize. So far I am very busy stitching on the lower part of her dress over here. So I am not using a whisper thread. I'm stitching her 1/1, and then the whisper thread I substituted it with a 2-strand of white. So that is the Winter Queen, my oldest. Lastly, this is my 12 mirror WIP. This is my only Nora Corbett WIP so far. I started this one last year on February, and this is stitched on a 16 count with short fabric, and this is so far the progress. So yeah, I haven't touched this one since February, and this is gifted to me by Miss Vonna Pfeiffer. And so far this is the progress. My only Nora Corbett. So I think those are my 12 Mira WIPs, included also one Nora Corbett. So this time I will be sharing to you my stash of Mirabilia and Nora Corbett. And let's start first with this one, and this is Nightingale, one of my recent purchases. And then I also have Botanical Garden. I don't know when will I be stitching her. This is the Autumn Queen, completing the Seasonal Queen. I already finished this one. And then I also have the Deepest Love, which is also already finished. This is my favorite mermaid of Mirabilia, and this is the Mermaid of the Pearls, which is also finished already. I already finished this one. Another finish is a Midsummer Night's Fairy. I think I finished this one last year. This is my first Mira pattern and my first Mira finish, and this is the Aphrodite Mermaid. Gathering Eggs. I think this was also gifted to be my Miss Vanna Pfeiffer. Gathering Eggs. I also have this One Sun Goddess. This one is an OOP, and this is Christmas Flourishes. Another OOP chart. This is Butterfly Fairy. I have Andromeda. This one is the Raven Queen. And this is the Mermaids of the Deep Blue. So I think I will be starting her this year, Mermaids of the Deep Blue. Another gift from Miss Vanna Pfeiffer, and this is Santa, which is I think a full coverage Mira. I wanted to also to start this one, Renaissance Mermaid. Lilith of Labrador. I also have Rapunzel. Some of his charts, I purchased them on one of my stitcher friend here in the Philippines, where he was distashing his Mira collection. So I grabbed the opportunity to purchase some of his charts, especially those OOP charts. And this is the Stargazer. Another Stitchy Kindness, and this is the Snow Queen. The Emerald Mermaid. Aria the Garden Fairy. Muka. I also have Muka. This one, I think this is my first purchase on 123, and this is the Gypsy Queen. So I think it took 2 months to be delivered here. We also have the Siren in the Shipwrecked. So this is a purchase from my local needle online shop, which is also my stitcher friend. And then I also have the Enchanted Mermaid, which is a bit expensive one in terms of getting the beads and the cranix. And this is one of my early purchases, which is waiting for ships. And then I also have Titania, the Queen Fairy. I have also Lily of the Woods. And then I have here some of my Nora Corbett's pattern, and this is Anna. I think this is from the Bewitching Pixie collection. And then I also have Marie. From the Pixie Couture collection, this is Ivy. And a Stitchy Kindness. She's very kind to give me this collection from Nora Corbett. This is from the Muse collection, and this is Melody. Harmony. Caprice. And Rhythm. So in the future, maybe I'll be stitching this collection. I forgot also, I also have Fairy Flora and Cherry Blossoms. So those are my Mira whips and my stash, with the whips and stash that I have. I still have to collect some of the Mira patterns, so I'll be also including here my Mira and Nora Corbett wish list. So I think that would be all for this video, my Mirabilia WIP parade. I hope you like this video. If you do, please do click the like button, and maybe you have some comments, you can freely comment down below, and also share this video. And if you haven't yet subscribed on my channel, or if you're new here, please do click the subscribe button. And thank you very much to my new subscribers, and also thank you very much to my returning viewers. So thank you, and happy stitching, everyone. Bye bye.